I am filming the Kia Sonet with the whole family in the car. Everybody say hi. Okay, that was absolutely embarrassing. Okay, you can turn that on for you. I turned it on my mistake. No, you just press it.
Yeah.
Cool. Quickly, okay, I asked this of Jen the other day. What do you pay for car insurance?
Sure. Pity I.
Okay, cool. Anyways, well, I wanted to see what the Sonet I would get like insurance-wise on the Sonet. So I put in all my details onto Hippo's website, and out popped like 10, 11 quotes, and the best one was $598 a month with an excess of 7,500 rand.
I think it's cheaper than my.
Really?
I think it's like I'm by like 600 or 700 my insurance.
Okay. Well, you should go on to Hippo. Yeah. Go product placement done. We're on our way to Friends for drinks and snacks. Obviously, we're not drinking and driving. One of us is driving back. Let you guess who that'll be. Obviously, it's me. Lukey's in the back here. Lukey, are you comfortable? Can I have a shout out? Yes? Yeah. Okay, good. So I'm just going to say it right off the bat. The Kia Sonet is faultless. Now, I know that everybody's thinking, yeah, she's a Kia fan, and she's probably sponsored by them, I wish. But I wouldn't be such a big fan if the products were subpar. Now, I'll admit, I think the Picanto has some faults. You'll see that in my review that I've already done. But when it comes to the Sonet, there is just nothing that I can fault this on. Like, even nitpicking, I can't. I'm also in the entry-level model, which is the LX. Now, it's an updated Kia Sonet, so it's just getting better and better. The LX, again, like the Picanto, I sort of struggled to believe that this is an entry-level model because there's nothing entry about it. Even the seats are like half leather, half material. Did you notice that? Yep.
I didn't.
Okay. I just thought I'd bring them in every now and again, but they're not that interested in what I do, apparently. This also being the LX model has things like, well, maybe I should tell you first, actually, what's been updated. So the front end, the lighting, it's got now like signature lighting. There's a big thing on like the Tiger Nose grill, which I think they like to call Tiger Face, not Tiger Nose grill anymore or something. The rear, that like strip light across is now like squared off. Basically, it just looks better than it ever did, and I think it was already an amazing looking car. I think something that the Sonet does so well, a lot of people sort of can say, I can say, that the rivals of this in this segment can almost be standard cars on stilts, but this sort of looks and feels and drives like an actual SUV, which is huge credit to Kia for that. Also, when you look at this car, like in amongst segment, it feels and looks bigger. If you put this, I'm often on the road, I'm like, is it a Sonet? Is it a Seltos? Is it a Sportage? I mean, great for Sonet to be mistaken for a Sportage. Not so great for a Sportage to be compared to a Sonet. But anyway, that's besides the point. So it has those updates on the exterior. There's also a new color called Pewter Olive. That is a crap name for a color. Hey, sounds like putrid and poopy vibe, yeah. But actually it is, yeah, I don't know. It's actually a nice color. It just sounds gross. Then on the inside, the only change actually is a new 10.25 inch infotainment screen, which you only get on the higher spec models, like the EX and EX Plus. Why did this guy park in like an idiot? I'm not showing you, don't worry. Gah! Rude! Sitting there in bootleggers having a coffee. What a tool bag. Like I said, I'm in the entry-level model, which is the LX. I'm in the auto, not the manual. And you can get auto manual on all of them. The new thing that has happened also is that there's now an SX model, which is very much surrounded about very much about safety features more than anything. I feel like I've lost my train of thought here. Anyways, I'll get back. Engine-wise, you've still got your 1 litre turbo, 1.5 litre naturally aspirated, which is what I'm in with the LX. The sort of entry model comes with this 1.5 litre naturally aspirated. Again, still lovely, love it. So you're looking at about 7 litres per 100 Ks for this engine. Turbo, you'll get a bit less. So something to consider when I mentioned that the LX is not at all entry in any way. Okay, the spec on this, so you've got like those seats that I mentioned, you've got your touchscreen, I think it's an 8-something inch, so it's fine and it works great. You've got manual air conditioning, you've got ABS with EBD, electronic stability control, yay. It's got 2 airbags, it's got a multi-function steering wheel, Bluetooth, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, USB ports, reverse camera, the list goes on and on and on. Isn't it amazing? If you want reverse sensors, you're gonna have to get that EX model, which I almost forgot about earlier, so that was concerning. I must just always remind oneself if there are sensors. Okay, there's also an EX Plus model if you want, obviously, and then that SX that I mentioned. Lukey, what's up? What you doing back there? Just being ignored then. Pricing wise, okay, so some people consider that Kia, or the Sonet specifically, is a little bit more premium priced, okay, and they use that word to say it's expensive. You know how I feel about pricing and the cost of cars, and that I think so often you pay too much. I think that this is well priced. I think it is a quality car. The spec that you're getting is almost unmatched. If you compare it to, well, let me talk about the price, right? So you're kicking off at like 367,000 Rand. This one is like 392,000 with the auto. If you go into the SX model, you're going at like 485. But you don't have to go that high up if you don't want to, because I think even this model is absolutely fantastic. Now, the rivals are things like, okay, it's quite a tricky segment because it's so broad and pricing is so broad and the spacing and sizing is all like a bit... But everybody always asks me about the Cherry Tiggo 4, so I'm here to tell you that it's very well priced, obviously. I don't think the quality is as good as this. In fact, it's definitely not. And this is bigger. So is the boot, which is a big thing. Because you could have, like I said, with Luca, Archie's been here, hubby comfortable, leg space in the front, boot is big enough. My mom drives a Sonet. Obviously, I'm a fan. Then also you've got like the Hyundai Venue, which is sort of that like, you know, half sister, step sister vibe. Also quality, not a good boot, is smaller. And then the other option that I think is probably the closest matched is the Volkswagen T-Cross. Now I love that car. It is also one that I would consider. The only difference, it's also got a tiny, slightly smaller boot, like ever so slightly smaller boot. And the pricing is a little bit more expensive, especially if you're going to try and start speccing it up to this, well, certainly to, you know, model for model, you're going to see that price go further up. And I think that then this is really the perfect option in this segment. It is the best in this segment. There is just no doubt about it. No doubt. Don't you doubt me. I said that to you before. So, what this facelift, oh, it's got a 60-40 rear split seat now, which I forgot to mention earlier, which I think the previous maybe NX didn't have, I can't remember, but it does have that, which again, it just makes this car like practical. It's a comfortable, efficient, sprightly. I see that there's a red row, but you don't have to put your finger up to remind me. Sure. But even I, who am one would consider a professional driver, gets backseat driving from passenger driving from a husband. Rude.
So into that.
Yeah, but I can multitask. I'm really efficient. I'm kind of like a Sonet. I keep comparing myself to cars at the moment and I'm not sure what's happening. Anyways, I'm at the top of my segment. Mainly because there are many people in their 40s probably doing it. Okay, let's not go into that.
Like a Jetta.
A Jetta?
Okay,
I might have to end this video because a fight is about to start.
VR60.
Okay, no. Just, gosh, it's getting worse. Okay. Well, that's a good place to end the video.